on the pen.
You have
did a kinyan on the pen.
You have the last sif, and then you have Aleph, Beis, and Gimel.
Really number?
So Yud Gimel, yeah. Kuf Yud Daled Yud Gimel. Tzrichen lizor shalei lahanes lachar pesach mechemtze sheyisol shu chashut shaloi mechare kadas. You need to be careful not to be nene, not to benefit after Pesach from chametz Yisrael that was not sold properly. For all those that like, what's the name of that schnapps? Whiskey. What's it called? Bourbon. Right, this is the big bourbon issue. Right, because they sell. There's a lot of the bourbon places were owned by Yidden who didn't sell their chametz. Right, so then you have a problem there. So that's meaning they didn't sell the chametz, so therefore you can't eat it. Fine. Now nusach shtar mechiras chametz. Yeah, let's learn it. Why not? Those of us that are signing lamata, macharti laha arol. Arol means a guy, meaning because he doesn't have a bris. Pliny is called ha spirits sheyesh li b'martev. All the schnapps that I have in the basement, badira shani darba, the dira that I live in, mamartev hu b'soich hachatz mitzat safan, and it's in the north side of the safan of the field of the basement, hasheni mitzad mizrach, and the second one is on the east. Bechol ha-spirit sheyesh li sham hein bechavisin beinanis, whether they're in middle barrels, hein bechavisin gedolos, or in their large ones. Akom acharti lahanal and makelim ba'ad reish chav zehuvim ishtrich of okay, whatever. V'gam rak sheyesh li sham betzleichus gadol le'erev sheva midas macharti li ba'ad hey zehuvim v'li akli without the kli. V'gam shlivovitz sheyesh li sham b'chavas, meaning it's all basically schnapps. Macharti li ba'ad yud bezehuvim, he's giving exact price. I'm just skipping the Yiddish words. Spirit to shtei chavis gedolos b'chashuke barzel that were in metal utensils. Gamken rekonius spirits that are also empty. I'm going to skip this part because these are all his specifics. The Kabbaltimite, I went down a few lines. The Kabbaltimite Eravan, I took from him a down payment of Yud Zehuvim, 10 gold coins. And the rest he owes me. And the payment is not due less than 10 days from the date that's going to be below, meaning 10 days is going to cover the whole Pesach. And I'm renting to him a samartif anal, because you have to rent the guy the place where the chametz is. It's a cheder anal me'ashav ad asara yamim, from now for 10 days. From the date below, ba'ad dalet zehuvim, he's renting him this again. He's renting him the basement for 4 zehuvim, and the wines and the schnapps and all that for whatever the amount that he said above. And he took 3 gold coins as a down payment for the rental. No less than 10 days. And agav the karka, meaning when he rents him the karka, the land, so through that he's doing a kinyan. I'm renting him the basement or the storage room and the room. I'm also being makna to him all the belongings. And I'm being made with a legitimate haidah that I rented him the martef. A kinyan chal, whichever way the kinyan is going to be chal, al pidas teraseno hakadosh, al pi nimuse akeso yomrim haydoi v'amedina, and the law of the emperor, which is an interesting lashon, may he be raised up, and the state believe shum taino mana, without any sort of complaints. Rishus b'yod elastis b'chol anal, and the buyer, the guy, could do whatever he wants. Kol chefzer can do whatever he wants with it. Limkar, he can sell it, give it as a present, but to rent it out, nobody can complain. He could take everything home. But if it should be left there meaning in his basement, the way it was. It's all under his responsibility. I have no responsibility. Even if a fire goes on the house, it's his responsibility, not mine. I'm sorry. I gave him of the right of way, through my yard and through my house, to go in the martif in that room. That are rented out to him. And if he wants through the time of the rental, if he wants to sell it to somebody else, whoever comes from his das, whoever he decides to sell it to, also has access to my house. I'm giving him the keys from the martif anal. It's all done in the best way. Al pi das teraseno hakadosh, al pi nimusi akesar yaram hoidev medina ungvar yudal nisan tafrei shlamates Ruben Shimon Israelich. Fine. Yeah. So that was basically the shtar. And then he goes nusach shtar mechiras chametz from the Noid Yehuda in Yiddish with the Chassam Sofer is the following one that we are not going to read. Because it's basically a Yiddish translation of the above. Okay, Kuftas Vav. What's Nagaya to this year? Dini Erev Pesach Shechalias B'Shabbos Voy Vav Sifin. So that's when Erev Pesach falls on Shabbos, like this year. So Erev Pesach Shechalias B'Shabbos Baitin Es Chametz V'Lel Yud Gimel. You do the B'dikas Chametz on the night of the 13th, right? This year is Thursday night. That's Thursday night, which is really Friday. And you do the regular streifa. You don't have to say kol chamira in the morning when you're burning it, because there's no point. You're going to probably have chametz till Shabbos morning. Well, we do the
bir chametz at the same time, like at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Really, there's no rush. I think the minig is to do it at the proper time, but you don't. You can do it all day. Right? The bechor fasts on Thursday. If he can't fast, he can taste a little bit of food. Or he can make a shliach to do the b'dikas chametz. Don't make foods that are, like a cholent with barley that sticks to the pot. And you can't wash them because you're washing them for weekday. You can only cook foods that don't get stuck. And after you eat your chametz, see, listen what he says there. After you eat your chametz, you shake off the tablecloth. You hide the tablecloth with all the chametz kelim in a room you're not going to on Pesach. And that's it. You sweep it onto the floor. If you have a little bread, then you give it to a guy as a present. You should be careful with the Isser Haitzah. Right? I mean, don't carry it to them. And you can sweep the house with the guy, because back then they had dirt floors. So a guy could sweep or let's say with a shinui if it's necessary. And that's it. That's basically all you do for Pesach. Nowadays we're so busy with don't eat chametz and egg matzah. I don't understand what the big deal is. Take a roll, eat the roll, sit at your dining room table. You have a plastic tablecloth, wrap it up, throw it in the garbage, and that's the whole deal. I don't know why everybody making so much sugar, but I can understand. I understand the nerves. Yeah. Okay. We will stop. We'll stop over there.